A driver market storm may be forming behind the scenes, and Oscar Piastri could be right at the centre of it. While the Formula One world remains obsessed with Max Verstappen's future, fresh reports suggest that Piastri's camp is already exploring alternatives. If true, it could trigger a chain reaction capable of reshaping the entire grid for 2027 and beyond. The rumours exploded during the Austrian Grand Prix weekend. Reports from the Daily Mail and Sky Sports claimed that representatives linked to Verstappen had approached McLaren to explore future possibilities. The Dutchman remains contracted to Red Bull until the end of 2028, but his deal includes a performance clause that could allow an exit if he is not first or second in the championship by the summer break. Right now, Verstappen sits 7th in the standings, 98 points behind leader Kimi Antonelli and 58 behind George Russell. Officially, nobody seems ready to open the door. Verstappen's manager, Raymond Vermeulen, recently insisted that the priority remains staying with Red Bull, even while reminding everyone that Verstappen was not born to race in the middle of the pack. Meanwhile, McLaren CEO Zak Brown publicly dismissed any suggestion of a lineup change, saying, "We have two amazing drivers, Lando and Oscar, and you'll see them in our cars for a long time." But this is where things change. According to veteran German journalist Ralf Bach, Mark Webber is already preparing for scenarios that McLaren may not even be considering publicly. Bach claimed that Webber, Piastri's manager and former Formula One driver, has been actively exploring opportunities elsewhere, not only with Red Bull but also with Audi. If those conversations are truly happening, then this is no longer just about Verstappen's future, it becomes a story about Piastri protecting his own. Buck went even further. Speaking to F1 Insider, he said Webber is running around like a headless chicken because he sees Piastri's long-term prospects at McLaren becoming more complicated. Whether that concern is linked to Verstappen rumours, internal team dynamics, or future contract uncertainties remains unclear. But the fact that such claims are emerging at all reveals growing tension beneath the surface. That's the real issue. Audi's name makes the situation even more intriguing. The German manufacturer is preparing for a major future project and has significant financial resources behind it. For a young driver, joining a factory-backed operation from the beginning can be an attractive opportunity. Truck racing I did a little bit of, single-seater touring cars, sports cars, and Audi represents more than just money. It represents the chance to build something from the ground up and become the face of an entirely new era. This changes everything. Until now, most discussions about the driver market focused on where Verstappen could go. Suddenly, another question appears. What if Piastri moves first? If McLaren remains committed to its current lineup, perhaps nothing changes. But if Verstappen becomes available and opportunities begin shifting around the grid, every ambitious driver will want options on the table. For now, all parties continue presenting a calm public image. Red Bull says it wants Verstappen. McLaren says it wants Norris and Piastri. Webber remains silent. Yet history has shown that the biggest driver transfers often begin with quiet conversations long before official announcements arrive. And if the reports from Austria are accurate, those conversations may already be underway. The question is whether they are simply precautionary moves or the first signs of a much bigger driver market earthquake. What's your take on this situation? Share your opinion below and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more Formula One updates.